Good morning. How are you doing today? Pretty good? That's good. Well, me? Stressed. Or blessed, not stressed. Today's a day. Still a little bit sick, but, gotta do what you gotta do. Even though I'm free not to. Well, I still want to use my freedom to do what he has called us to do. And, well, that aligns pretty well with the topic of this video today. What is the topic of this video? The topic of this video is found in Galatians chapter 5, verse 13. For, brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another. And so what does this mean? We'll start by going to the next verse. Verse 14. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Now what does this mean? Well, ye have been called into liberty. Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another. And all the law is fulfilled by loving thy neighbor as thyself. For Jesus was once asked by his disciples, which is the greatest commandment? And he said, love thy neighbor, And that is true. It is very important to love our neighbors. And if you love somebody, you're not, if you think about the 10 commandments, what? You got like kill, don't steal, etc., etc. If you love someone, you're not going to do any of those things to that person. You're not going to envy them. You're going to be grateful for them. You're going to be happy for them. If they have success, say, wow, I'm so happy for you. You were having so much struggles, but the Lord helped you out. God, praise God, man. And that's how you help others see God and give him his glory, rather than say, wow, you pulled yourself out of the fire. You did this, you did that. When in reality, they didn't. It was God. It was God. Yeah, you don't want to hurt them. You want to love them, And you can tell if people are worldly or worldly, because people will want to take justice into their own hands or, well, worldly. I understand, because there's an old-fashioned sense of do it yourself, but that's wrong. The only thing we should do ourselves is submit to God and let him do what he needs to do. You can't have him work in your life if you don't give him a place to work. You can't have him steer you in the right direction if you don't give him the steering wheel. Have you ever had a backseat driver? Yeah, no, they can be annoying, right? But sometimes we make God the backseat driver instead of the front seat driver. And, well, we can't do that. I mean, we can. We do have the liberty. We have that free will. But it is a waste of our free will to make the worst of the decisions. Why is that? Well, because he wants what's best for us. He wants what's best for you. He wants what's best for me. Before, what? We're sinners. We didn't deserve any of this. But he chose us. He redeemed us. See, we are the qualified, not the qualified. Because nothing we could do could ever qualify us for his grace. It's not like when you're trying to sign up for college, those Pell Grants. No. Or those scholarships. There's no amount of A's in school or in life that you could possibly get that would earn you the Jesus scholarship. He chose you. He gave you the scholarship for heaven. He gave you the scholarship for salvation. Now, we have the liberty to do what we will with it, but are we going to make the most of it or the least of it? And if we take a look at ourselves, have you been making the most of it? or the least of it.